Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. I'm going to be talking about transit Mars conjunct one's natal Venus. Now, when we're talking about transits that involve Mars in astrology, they can be about action, motivation, drive, energy, enthusiasm, even exuberance. And the fact that this transit is going to hit, you're talking about transit Mars contacting one's natal Venus. Well, this could manifest in action, a lot of activity, motivation, energy, and even enthusiasm in matters of the heart, love, things that we simply enjoy. Uh, if it's an Aquarius, it could be innovation, new technology, astrology, aerospace, and also our relationships. And this could consist of a significant other and also our important friendships. And also a lot of action and motivation in driving matters with values at this time as well. And what, things that you might deem as something that needs to be valued, such as the home life. If it's in the zodiac sign Cancer, it could be something with the home and family. And also, this is about a lot of more enthusiasm and motivation, and a lot of really taking action and having initiative in matters of self-worth, self-esteem, how you feel about yourself. I mean, if this is like in Virgo or the sixth house, it could be done through some kind of workout regime or exercise regime, getting yourself in shape. Even the first house, because the first house is connected with the physical body. Say if it's in Scorpio, in the first house, it could be for a very strong transformation of the self, and perhaps of the physical body as well. And also, too, a lot of this could also manifest in at taking the initiative, having enterprise, a lot of action involving money, whether you're going through a lot of transactions and a lot of buying and selling at this time. Say if it's in Gemini, it could be buying and selling manifold things, a wide variety of items, maybe making money through some Gemini type endeavor, and taking some action and actually doing this. If you've had some kind of monetary plan, or you were trying to formulate some new way to generate income, or you had this idea and you just been procrastinating, this is the time where you might actually put it more into action. And also, Venus is associated with our possessions as well. So it could be a time where you might be a little bit more acerbic or exasperated over somebody, perhaps messing with your items, or borrowing something and not returning it for a protracted period. There could be more impatient energy in connection with these items, more so than usual. If it's in Libra, say maybe it could be a scale, or maybe some law books, anything that could be Libra related. Now, another thing too, and also Venus is about our enjoyment as well, and Mars can be about enthusiasm. So it could also be a period for you where it's actually, a lot of activities that are really fun and that are enjoyable for you at this time during this transit. And Venus also is connected with the food we like to indulge in, that we love. So, I mean, if this is in the zodiac sign Cancer, there might be quote unquote taking action and having more enthusiasm about eating, some kind of home cooked meals from mom, or some food that might be nostalgic, that takes you back in time, basically. Also, given that Venus is about beauty as well, this could be about a lot of energy, maybe expended on doing things that are associated with beauty. It could be, making a beautiful, art, picture, um, something. It might even be scenic beauty. If it's in Sagittarius, for example, Sagittarius could be connected with the outdoors. It could be enjoying something more of a scenic nature. And another thing too is that, anatomically speaking, Venus is connected with the throat, the neck, the thyroid, kidneys, and the lower back. And this could be a time too, if you've had you've been procrastinating for some time and you do have any issues with what I just described anatomically, that corresponds with Venus. It could be the time where you actually take more action on this and actually do something about this. Say, especially if this is in the first or sixth house in your natal chart, because the first house, of course, is associated with the physical body. The sixth house can be connected with physical issues and debilitations. Now, uh, also, that keep in mind, Venus is associated with that sensual, that feminine side of sex. Mars is the masculine side, so this is something where you have could be a very powerful integration of sexual energy at this time, and you might be, going back and forth, enjoying the feminine and the masculine side of this, when during this time. And or at least expressing both sides very equally. Now, another thing too is that again, Mars can be about initiative, being enterprise, and also impatience. So you might not exactly be showing an overabundance of patience in matters with your close friendships. Um, it could be a lover. Now, say if this is in Gemini, for example, it could be maybe a person that might be, being impatient over a lover or a close friend that might be very mercurial or fickle or very superficial. Person that might be gossiping and maybe even spreading lies. It could also, or even mischievous behavior. And this is a time to, Mars is connected with the courage, valor, and fortitude. So it might be a time where you might be expressing more courage, more fortitude, valor in matters of the heart or with money at this time. Um, and say, for example, if this falls in Taurus in your fourth house in your natal chart, it could be really about valuing peace, stability in your home, in your family life, and people you're close to home with. And also, it might be a time where you're more driven and motivated toward matters of the heart and relationships at this time, more so than usual. If you've been single for some time and it's been a while since you've actually had a significant other or even a close friendship, this could be the time where you decide to take action on these matters and actually do what you can to make something happen with a lot of courage and even fearlessness perhaps at this time. Now, if this is in Pisces as an example, it could also be what you want to love, as you know. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be something with a relationship, but the thing is, let's say if this is in Pisces, for an example, it could be more driven, motivated to express love toward those that are less fortunate than yourself, such as the impoverished, the oppressed, the homeless, or the hungry. Also keep in mind, Mars can be connected with very impetuous and impulsive energy. So, and Venus is about monetary matters, spending. It could be where you might be far more impulsive regarding spending on items at this time, more so than usual, and it might surprise some people if you have, say you have a chart that is more frugal, you're more inclined to hold on to money and in contrast to spending it. I mean, let's say you have like a Taurus dominant chart, or you have preponderance of astrological energy. Earth signs as an example. Now let's say if this is in Leo, it could be impulsive, very extravagant spending or buying things that are with games or entertainment as an example, going to movies. And also too, this could also be in some isolated cases. If you've either been contemplating a lawsuit or a divorce, uh, this could be the time where you might be taking more action in connection with it. And also, if this is something where you might even be more inclined to fighting for peace at this time, it's interesting because you got the planet, Mars associated with volatility and violence and anger, but you have it conjoining Venus as the planet of peace. So, I mean, some cases it could be that your peace might be, disrupted by some kind of, acrimonious behavior, from somebody, or it could be something just general in in your neighborhood, or at the same time, it could be about just simply, again, fighting for what you want, having your peace. And I mean, say if this is an Aquarius, it could be something with, it could be about fighting for, what you value. And I mean, if it's in a, say, I mean, well, first I want to go, let me be kind of rewind. Transit of Mars conjoined your natal Venus could manifest in fighting for what you value, but say if it's an Aquarius, it could be something within maybe activism, or it could be putting a lot of energy into what you value, which could be, if it's an Aquarius, it could be selflessness, um, altruism, and also too, in some cases too, this could be, I mean, Venus could be associated with art, so some cases this may manifest in the expression of Mars-related art, which could be something that may be done through welding, or maybe something for headwear, like a helmet logo design. Uh, Another thing too, in isolated cases, this could be an injury or even surgery, because Mars could be connected with injuries and surgery. That might involve something Venus related, like the neck or the throat or thyroid, kidneys, lower back. Going back to the zodiac sign in Leo, if it's in Leo, it could be something that's very extravagant, more so than usual. Um, and also, too, the situation with lovers and important friendships may be a little bit more contentious, even combative at this time, more so than usual. And another thing too, it could be arguments with these people. Say if it's in the zodiac sign Cancer, it could be about issues connected with maybe lack of sympathy, or not getting the support or care maybe that is deserved on one end or the other. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, people, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.